Hello, lovely friend. Welcome to Dine with Collins on the dinner table of emotions. And today I have such a delicious meal for your emotions, something your emotions have been craving for. And that is something that has occupied a very huge slot in your life. As a matter of fact, it's something that has held you prisoner, and you are asking yourself, how do I get rid of this thing? And that thing that we are dining upon today is called fear. Wow. First and foremost, I want to tell you that fear is psychological. Fear is something that we build up in our minds. I know someone might argue, and they are justified to do so, by saying, what do you mean it's psychological? I mean, I feel it. Whenever I'm confronted with a situation that seems scary, I experience sweaty palms, my throat becomes dry, my voice becomes shaky. I just feel like hiding under the table. What do you mean it's all psychological? Well, I want to tell you that you are such a very good artist. You are such a great painter. It's one of your talents. It's one of your talents. I don't care what you love doing, but it's one of your talents, and this is why I say so. In your mind, you would create and paint this giant. You would create this beast and make it very scary. After painting it, you forget that you're the one that painted it, and you get scared of the very thing that you invented. How unfortunate. I want to tell you that fear you feel is normal. Don't beat yourself up for feeling that fear, no? I mean, fear to some extent can be a good thing, especially when you're being protected from danger. So don't look at it as an enemy. But listen, this is what happens. Your brain has been hardwired. It has been hardwired to shy away from situations that seem a bit threatening, unfamiliar territories. Anything that is unfamiliar to your brain, anything that you have never done, it registers on your mind like danger. And since your mind is the one that is in charge of producing particular hormones, it will secrete hormones like adrenaline and cortisol. Man, I don't want to go much into the biology. I don't have any expertise there. But it would produce things like adrenaline, cortisol, and you will be consumed with that fear. The reason being is the mind, it registered on your mind that this is danger because it's unfamiliar territory. So those hormones have been produced, and now the mind wants you to shy away from that situation. Well, you have to appreciate your mind for doing that. However, tell yourself, recognize what the mind is trying to do. It's trying to protect you. But well, look at the situation like, hey, I'm going after my goal. What is there to be afraid of? Realize that fear is psychological and face it. Face that fear, and the death of that fear is guaranteed. Well, I love something that a good friend of mine, Blessford, once said to me. He quoted some guy who said, when you hear wow, that message has never left me to this day. He said, when you hear a voice telling you that you can't paint, then you should paint, and that voice will be silenced. Whenever that fear comes, recognize it's something psychological. Face it, and once you face that fear will be silenced. You realize at the end of it that there was absolutely nothing to be afraid of. It's something that your mind just created. The question is, how do other people manage? How do other people confront that thing that you say you are afraid of? It's about time you realize that you are bigger than your feeling. You are bigger than your emotions, and that fear is an emotion. You always have a choice. Do not let that fear control your life. Otherwise, you will go in a place you didn't intend to go to in the first place. It's always decision over feeling. Feel the fear and do it anyway, like Susan Jeffers put it in her book. So please, let's confront our fears. We've got this. We've got this. Thank you for dining with Collins. Take care.